Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna dive into user routes and then Frontend. So, alright, let's dive into user routes. So, we already create our user controller. So, and now it's time to implement all the controller and then convert to endpoint. Okay. So this is the user route. This is the user route file inside routes folder. So we have all the routes, right? Let's close it and then you can see. So we have imported like an Express and then Malta. So we are going to use Malta. Okay, you're going to use like an Express file uploader, but if you use Malta, so Malta provide you extra features, and you can customize, you can control entirely the flow. So that's why we are using Malta, and here you are. So and then we import storage. So let me explain to you. In config file we already create that Malta storage. So it's a basic boilerplate code. Okay, so we import Malta. So this is a Malta package and path from Node.js, and then we also import file URL because we are using here import syntax. So so like if you use import, so ES doesn't support as a default these things. So for that we need to upload this file URL and then also a file system. And as I told you, we have to convert like file name and dr name. These are not set as a default. So here just here you are setting up, right, by using this file URL path and this path, right, and then we make it this is the name, right, it's a variable name, and then we are just we are making sure the folder exists or not. So yeah, this is the temp path folder name and path join, this is the method, and then we are checking this folder. If this folder is not exist, then we are manually creating it, right, and like file dot public temp. Right now you can see we have inside this file folder, this is the public folder, you can see public and then /temp, and then you can see public /temp and all the things, right. And actually here I'm not deleting, so that to show you. So yeah, you can delete and then after that I'm just sanitizer, which means I have to replace all the extension like name, right, because the file name it's very longer and lot of characteristics we can expect. So to prevent those type of character, we have to do this way, right, like this is the function and replace everything, not like a to z or 0 to 9, and then we make it this underscore. So this is the syntax and str, and it's a method replace, and then all the beyond these things we can convert with this underscore, right. Let me show you again. You can see underscore like this way, right, yeah, and then this is a storage, and this is storage Malta disk storage. So Malta is a package, and we have this in a method or object. We have this object, and inside this object we are structure the way we want to save and where we want to save. So first we have to define destination, right? So inside we are doing three things: first destination, and then file name. So this is the destination, and we are passing three parameters: first request, file, and then callback function. So inside callback function also we are passing two things: null and temp path, like the temporary file path. And then how to name the file, and here we are making sure the file path name. So this is the, and also here we are passing three things: first request, file, and then callback function. And first line, in this line we are just gets the file name without extension, right? So we only care just file name. We don't care the extension name. It could be maybe like in this project we are we are dealing with an image, so it could be JPG, it could be AA, like it could be web. So like we are only care about that extension, that file name, not extension. And then also we are doing separately, we are getting extension separately, like this: gets extension path dot extend and then file original name. And then in this line we are just ensure the timestamp. So why? Because we want to make sure to have every file a unique name. So how can we do that? It's very simple. If you put a date, so date gonna be unique, right? So yeah, that's why. And then after doing all the process, now it's time to pass that in a Malta. So we are passing this null and file name, and then we are exporting. Alright, it's very simple, and I just I put all the comment, so you can go through and you can implement. So yeah, let's back to the user route. So this is the storage, and we are importing from this config multi storage. Alright, after that we have all the endpoint. So we already all the controller. So inside user controller you can see this inside this controller folder we have this user controller, and we already discussed, as you know. So yeah, sign up, login, right? And those things are I am importing here. And then is login. So it's a middleware, because we want to allow something who are login users. Maybe you can see my website, but I'm not gonna allow you to upload image or to create product or to order product, right? So I want to know, are you authentic user or not? If you are, then I'm gonna let you in my platform, and then you can do some tasks. So how can I track you? So as I explained to you, when I create middleware, right? So I can track you with help of middleware, and then I'm just passing that middleware to check you, are you authentic or not. If you are, then I'm gonna pass you to next thing to do. So yeah, that's why I'm just importing. And then router. So yeah, it's a Node.js, like it's a Node.js function, right? And then here just this is the storage. This is the storage, and I'm just also a limit file size. So in this our case, I'm gonna allow you 10 MB. You can customize as you want, right? And then this is the public route, this is the protected route, and here you are. So router post, this is our first controller sign up, right? And then upload single. So when you upload, like, oh yeah, when you register yourself on our platform, just you can provide one image. So make sure you have to put the same name the way you put here, otherwise Malter cannot understand. Here you go, file profile image, right? So yeah, and here we are passing one image, so we are using single. But if you want to do other things like this way, or like, yeah, so yeah, okay, first I just explain to you, then and then this is a sign up. Okay, so this is the endpoint, and let me just sign up. Okay, so we have like, our API/user, then sign up, right? And then it's a login endpoint /login, and then login, and then /logout. So this is a public route, anybody can do that. And then protected routes, which means patch. So I think this is a request method. This is the HTTP request method. So we have mainly four, like, post, put, update, get, delete, and patch. So patch, update, post and patch, post, patch, put, delete. So patch or put, like, put overwrite entire field, but patch is like, patch care about particular things. So patch doesn't overwrite all the field. So just in an upgrade seller, just we only care about one field, right? So we don't want to overwrite other user field, right? And we are passing is login middleware. So if you are not login user, this you cannot reach this route. And then the next route is get. So it's a me current users. This is a get auth users, and also you have to be a login user. After that, patch, again patch. So we are going to update the user update user. So this is the update user controller. So this is the ID. This ID is coming from params, and then is login middleware. And here we are providing fields, upload fields, name, and max count too. So when you pass more than one element, so we have to do fields. But if you only care about one thing, because like externally we are ensuring the max thing, the max count is 1, right? So here you have to pass fields. But let's say if you want to allow multiple images, so we have to use upload array. So don't worry, I'm gonna show you when we upload, when we will work on create products. So yeah, and then delete. I think I don't need this route, but so this is the delete me is login, delete user, right? So guys, you can put the endpoint based on your name convention, right? Yeah. So this is the user route, and then we have to integrate this user route inside our app.js. So here you are. And we import user route from routes user.route.js, right? And make sure we have to put this extension, otherwise you can expect your code gonna crash. So make sure just put this in a extension, and then route path. So this is your main endpoint API, and then slice user slice, and then you can expect this So from backend, from front end, you have to hit like this: API slash users and slash sign up. So this is all about user controller, a user controller and user route. So yeah,